Now, here's this channel. Currently, you can see this video has over 488,000 views. This video has a view of 431,000 views, and we can go on and on and on. I started an African Tale channel, and in less than 8 days, I was able to monetize it. I also started another channel talking about superheroes, and in less than 28 days, I was able to monetize it. And I am able to do this using simple AI technologies that I incorporate, and was able to build this side business that initially I called the passive income, but now is becoming really, really big for me. In fact, bigger than this current channel you're watching this video on. To prove to you that this is not a fluke, I'm going to share with you my screen and just my dashboard to show you how I've been able to do this in the past 28 days for the new channel that I opened. Now, you can see currently on my screen, I currently have about 856,000 views currently, over 1.7 million feeds, and I also currently have about 18,000 likes on this channel, and currently I have over 3,000 subscribers. Now I am little close to 1 million views. 1 million views, my friend. If you multiply 1 million views, all right, by the RPM is how much YouTube gets to pay you for 1,000 views. If you multiply this, right, which is somewhere around $2 times 856,000 views, just very close to 1 million views in the past 28 days. Now you can see clearly here it's written 28 days from June the 3rd to 30th of June. I've been able to do this. Multiply $2 by 1 million views. Think about how much that is going to give you. Or multiply $2 by 1 million views. That's a ridiculous amount of money in terms of dollars, right? Now, this is how much I've been able to generate from this channel. This video is about teaching you how you can actually incorporate AIs into your business and create a very beautiful side income, or a business stream that will be generating for you continuous income monthly. Now, you do not have to do anything. All you have to do to learn this is actually watch this video up until the end, where I will show you in details everything I use to create videos like this and everything I've been able to do to get this channel to where it is. Now, in a few simple steps, I'm going to be showing you how you can actually build a business by incorporating it. I'm going to show you, lead your hand step by step. You do not need a master's degree. You do not need a PhD degree. You just need simple information and simple knowledge, simple tools that are almost always free that you can use. Now, the most interesting part of these tools that I'll be showing it to you will be coming towards the latter part of this video. You want to do very well to not skip any part of this video so you will get it. And I promise you that in less than 14 days, you will be building your own side income stream, and you will thank me later after you've been able to do that. But if this is your first time on my channel, you might very well want to do me a favor and do yourself a favor to hit on the subscribe button. My friend, you want to do that, I promise you, because I get to churn out videos like this every day that makes value and are going to transform your finances. If you do not learn from this, you're definitely going to learn from the next. So if this is your first time, hit on the subscribe button. Again, like this video because I am sure I am giving you value, all right? And share so that people will get to see this and it will help more people. Now, without further ado, let's hop right in on my screen. I'm going to show you in detail how this truly works. Mind you, everything you will be needing to create videos like this is absolutely free. You do not have to pay a dime. But again, if you want to register for my free masterclass, or my masterclass that I almost give for free, it's just $50, and I'm going to hold your hands and show you this step by step. But again, if you cannot afford that, you can just watch this video up until the end and watch out for subsequent videos that I'll be dropping, because this again will be sufficient for you to create your channel. But again, if you want your journey to be faster, you can, consider registering for my course. Now let's hop right in. Let me show you. Now, this channel started barely 6 months ago, and this channel already has 111,000 subscribers, posting 227 videos. This other channel, on the other hand, called African Tale, it started barely 6 months ago, about 5 months ago, and this channel already has a whopping 87,000 subscribers already, and it has only posted 12 videos. These other channels here, Tales Are Done, it has over 106,000 subscribers, posting only 38 videos, and this channel has only been on for the past 4 months. Now, for us to do this, for me to show you how to do this, it's very simple. All you have to do is to actually create content like this and create stories like this. Now, the first place we want to do, or the first thing we want to do, is to actually create script like this, because for every story that you see, there is a script and there is a storyline. So how do we get to create a storyline, and how do we get to create a script for this? Very simple. You want to follow me to ChatGPT. Now, you just come to Google and type ChatGPT. If you already do not use ChatGPT, or you're not used to ChatGPT and you want to click on OpenAI, or this chat GPT, and it's going to open for you. All right. And what's going to open for you is something like this. But currently, as you can see, I'm currently using the chat GPT 4, which is somewhere around $20 every single month. But you do not need that. All right. You can use the chat GPT 4.0, which is the latest, or you can just stick with the chat GPT 3.5 model. Anyone you want to use works. Right. Now I'm using the chat GPT 4. So what I want to do is come here and actually ask ChatGPT to create for me an African tale that is explicit about a young African girl, or just literally a young missionary that steps into an African community to preach the gospel, or to preach, and then eventually falls in love with an African girl who cannot get married to him. It's prohibited for them to get married to people from other communities, let alone strangers from a different country. All right, so that's what we want to do. So what I want to do is I'm going to be as detailed as possible and type this information on ChatGPT. So I'm going to say ask ChatGPT to create that information and that story for me in a very simple step. So I'll be able to type all of my prompt here, and you have to be very detailed with your prompt. Create a 4-minute script for me. So clearly what I have to do is to just click on here on send, and then it's going to create that script for me. You can see it's already creating the script for me, and it's creating it scene after scene. Scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4, scene 5. And it's going to go on and on and on and create that for me. One thing you want to realize when creating your stories is that your story and your tale has to be very intriguing. It has to drive curiosity, and that's because curiosity is what will make people want to watch your video. Curiosity is what will make people want to watch your video. All right, now let me show you something very quickly. You can see with all of this thing, you can see she gave birth to a masquerade. Very intriguing, very intriguing. This is something anybody would want to watch. She was set on fire for a crime she did not commit. Very intriguing. This is something people would want to watch. All right, now look at this. She had goat legs, and you will not believe why. Now clearly anybody would want to see why a lady had a goat leg in an African community, and that would make them want to watch the video even more. So every story you create has to be intriguing. All right, as you can see me right here, I'm creating a story about a lady who falls in love with an African missionary, all right, that with a white missionary that came to Africa to preach the gospel, or to preach to them, and eventually she fell in love with him, and then they would not allow her to marry anybody outside her community, let alone a missionary. All right, and you can see ChatGPT has created our story for us. Now the next thing you want to do is that you want to take this story and create pictures with them. But how do you create pictures if there is no clear indication on how you can actually reflect these pictures or reflect these images? So the next thing we want to do is that we will ask ChatGPT to create prompts for us, prompts that we can type in form of word and generate images. Very simple. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT. I said, create different things in terms of create things in form of prompt that I can copy and create images with, that tells the story in picture form. So that's what I'm going to do. Then I'm going to let ChatGPT create the prompt for me. So I'm just going to copy the prompt and use it to create images. And I'm going to show you the next AI that we're going to be using, having done this. Very, very, very sleek and beautiful. Isn't this lovely? I'm sure you're enjoying the ride already. So as you can see, ChatGPT has created the different scenes for us in terms of prompt. You can see scene 1, the vibrant village square. Description, the picture, a bustling African village square at sunset. The sky is ablaze with oranges and purple. The square is lively and yari 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 yari. This is as detailed as possible. So all I have to do is I'm just going to copy all of this prompt for the scene 1, and then we'll go to the next AI, where we'll get to post this video and create these images. Now that we have this image, we can choose to, that we have our prompt, we can choose to create our images using 2 AI. The first is ideogram, the next is Leonardo. Now, ideogram is something you can actually get on Google. All you have to do is to come on Google and type ideogram, and it's going to bring out ideogram for you, and then you need to sign up. But I'm already signed up already, so let's not go through the hassle hassle of creating that. And then Leonardo also equally, you can choose to create it. It has the premium version where you need to pay, and also the free version where you get to generate a couple of images every day for free until you can't create anymore. But the simple hack towards this is that once you exceed your daily limit in either of these AIs that create images for you, you can just use another email of yours to create another account, right? You have to be very, very smart. So I'm just going to copy the prompt that ChatGPT created for me, and then I'm going to paste it on ideogram, or I'll go to Leonardo and also paste it and click on generate. And then what will happen is that we're just going to wait and see what either of the two generate for us. Now here on ideogram, you can choose what type of orientation you want: 16 by 9, 1 by 1, 9 by 16, whatever orientation we want. Now we're just going to wait and see what it creates for us eventually. So this was what ideogram was able to generate for us. You can see this picture, so I'm just going to click on it and zoom on it so you can see it. Very, very beautiful picture, not bad. And then there's also this, which is also a very beautiful picture and not bad at all. Mind you, take note of this face, because I'm going to come back to it. Now we're going to go to Leonardo and see what Leonardo generated for us. So for Leonardo, I'm just going to click on this image and let it load. You can see what it generated for us: kids playing and all that. I don't know about you, but I am tilting towards Leonardo more. This is the next image. I'm tilting towards Leonardo more because it seems to create, more beautiful pictures for us. Now this is lovely. This is lovely. I love this. So chances are that I am going to stick with Leonardo. I'm going to stick with Leonardo. So the next thing I want to do is to actually download this picture, right? To actually download this picture. So you're just going to come here and hit on download. So clearly I'm sticking with Leonardo. You can choose to use ideogram, but that will be at your discretion. I'm choosing to use Leonardo because I feel like it's creating more beautiful pictures for us. So now the next thing we want to do is that we've gotten a picture of what the community looks like, right? So now I want to generate a picture of the lady, which is the African princess that is not supposed to marry, a European missionary, meeting the European missionary that just landed in her community. All right. So we're going to give Leonardo some time to actually create this. Now we have our beautiful picture, which is the princess eventually meeting the missionary who ends up falling in love with her. Now, do not forget that you have your prompt already from ChatGPT. All you have to do is to copy your prompt from ChatGPT and paste it on Leonardo, and it creates your pictures for you. Your pictures are looking very beautiful. Now there is a hook to this. Now that you have your picture, it is very important that your picture looks like it's a video, all right? Looks like there's some motion in the picture and all that, and that just adds some beauty to it. Now, a lot of YouTube channels do not actually do this. All they'll do is to just create these pictures and then add voiceovers to it, and then that's about it. That's literally all they do. They don't really, add any form of. They just create the pictures, add different storyline to it. But I am going a step further, which is turning this picture that have been created into a video. Now you're going to see how I'll do that in a very simple strategy. First, you download this picture. And once you download this picture, the next thing you want to do is to come to this AI right here that I've been using already. Now, you come to this AI and click on, now it's usually like this because I've used it before. So once you come to this AI, first of all, you want to do is you want to drag your image here. But the first question is, what's the name of this AI? It's simple. The name of this AI is the Runway AI. Now it's very simple. The name of it, all you have to do is to come to your Google search and click on Runway. All right, it's spelled Runway. Okay, Runway, and then text the image. You can see it's going to bring out a couple of options for you. This. You want to click on Runway, this option here, and it's going to bring you here. Now, but because I have an account already, I don't have to go through that. When you come here, this is what it's going to look like. All right, this is what your Runway page is going to look like. Now, you can choose to click on this try lip sync, but don't click this. You click on try Gen 2. Once you click on try Gen 2, it will create this space for you. All you have to do is to select your pictures. You come here, click on drag and drop. Then you go to your downloads. And then you click on the picture that you've downloaded already. You can see it's currently importing. Once you import it, all right, this is it. So it's asking you to describe your shot. Use camera control and motion brush for more precision. So clearly what I'm going to do is that I'm going to impute what I want the picture to look like. All right, create a video with the picture with the two characters acting like they are exchanging pleasantries. I'm done with that. So I'm just going to come here and click on generate. Then it's queuing. It's going to take some time to load, but you have to be patient. And then we're just going to wait for it to load. So now our AI, which is our runway AI, has been able to completely turn this image into a video. You can see what it looks like. In fact, in my opinion, it's even more colorful and more beautiful. You can see clearly it looks like they're just meeting each other and exchanging greetings and all that. So this is literally how you do this. First, you copy your prompt, you paste it on Leonardo, it creates an image for you. You come to Runway app, you paste it, you just add a little description of what you want it to look like, and then you go on to click on create, and then it creates a video for you like this. Now, once you compile pictures like this, eventually you would realize that little videos like this will end up amounting into a full-blown story, and then the next thing you want to do is to add your voiceover to it. But then again, I'm going to show you how you will do that, so you do not have to worry how you're going to create your voiceover. So I'm trying to also create an image of, which is from the prompt, of this princess, this local African princess cooking in the kitchen. But it created this picture for us, which exactly I do not like. So if you want to change how the picture look, or add a little bit of detail to the picture on Leonardo, you can come here and click on this very pen sign here. All right, and then add a little bit of description to change what it looks like. All right, so I just said change the cooking style to a 3-stone traditional cooking, with her sitting on a stool and the building made of mud. So I'm just going to click on generate, and then we will wait and see what it does for us with the revive. So with that little information that I put in, look at what Leonardo did for us, right? It just added a little tweak to the picture. Now I'm going to click on this and see what it generated for us in comparison to the previous image. You can see it just made it a little bit more beautiful and more African-like, more local. Now, one thing you need to take note of is, remember, her face remains the same. Her face is not changing. Remember, and that must be in your prompt. You must make that very clear in your prompt, that with the face remaining the same. So let's see what this picture, you see, this is beautiful, this is beautiful, this is very beautiful. I love this, especially this. You can see her face remains the same. So I'm just going to come here and click on download. And then having clicked on download, we're going to come on, on Runway app. First, we did not download this. So first of all, we want to click on download to download this image that has been created for us. All right, so it's downloading. So the next thing we want to do is to impute a new image, all right, which is this new one we just created. All right, so it says select your asset. So I'm just going to select my asset and do the same thing I did for the initial picture. All right, just repeat the same thing. Sometimes you can use the same image and just use different angles. So 4 of those images, you can just use 3 of them that look a lot similar. So I'm just going to say, make a video of this thing and smoke coming out of the food and fire as he moves slightly like she's tired.
Then I'm going to click on generate, and as usual, we're just going to wait for it. So now you can see we have been able to turn these pictures into a video. So I'm just going to click on this, and you can see, isn't this beautiful? Man, this is lovely. I love this. Even if I was watching a tale like this, I would be so interested. You can see they are showing how that she's fetching from the food, and then the smoke and steam is actually easing out of the food. Isn't this beautiful? This is so realistic and so spot on. And then the image is moving. Now, there is a problem. Like I showed you earlier, now there is usually a problem, which is the image that is generated and all that. Oftentimes, sometimes these images that are generated are not exactly the same, meaning that even after you make sure that you clarify that to the AI that the image, the pictures, and the faces of the pictures should stay consistent, especially of your most important character. Sometimes the face is not exactly usually the same. So how do we solve that problem? We solve that problem by simply coming to Google and type face swap AI. Face swap AI. Now, when you type face swap AI, it's going to bring out a number of different AI here. But I'm going to recommend you go with the VidNode because that's the one I use, which is this. So this is what it will look like. All right, this is what it will look like. So it's going to ask you to continue with your Google and all that, but I'm not going to do that right now. So you're going to click here on face swap. So first of all, you will upload your first image, which is the initial image of her in the meeting the prince and all that. So I'm just going to wait for that to properly load and be incorporated into it. I'm going to wait for a minute. Just to make or to drive my point clearly, I actually created a different image of the same African princess crying here. All right. So what I want to do is that I'm going to go to the face swap and actually swap this face and merge it with the two faces like we did earlier on. All right. So you come here and you click on upload, and then I upload the first image of the African princess. Or you know what? I'm going to change this because make sure that the original picture or the original face you want her to maintain is the image you're going to upload first, and then you upload the new one that was generated that you want to look like the previous one. So I'm just going to come here and click on the second one, and then it's been inserted. So I'm going to come here and click on swap face. Now it's swapping the face. It's currently just looking into all of the images, all of the technicalities that has to do with the face, the shape, the chin, and everything to make it look just like the original one that we posted and make their face look at least somewhere very close to the same. As you can see, the face has been swapped and it looks slightly different and more adjustable to this very old one that we posted here. So the next thing we want to do is come here and click on download, and then that will be it. Of course, it's requiring you to sign up and sign in, which I don't have the time for right now. So we're just going on to continue. The next thing we want to do right now, let's assume that you've generated all of your stories, all of your pictures, you've translated all of your pictures into videos. All right, you have your compilation. The next thing you want to do is to have a still, which is the storyline. All right, now, and after having your still, which we already do from ChatGPT here clearly, which is the first still that it created for us. All right, now the next thing we want to do, if it didn't create a tale for you like this, you can just go down on ChatGPT and say create a story or tale with the script above that can be read alongside the pictorial story. So you are just telling ChatGPT to just create a story for you, right? Like a direct story that reflects what has been happening in the whole entire script that you created. And then ChatGPT is going to create that for you. And then all you have to do is to actually copy that and paste. Now that you've copied that, it is very important that your images, right, which you've created, your stories which you've created, look a lot like the. It is very important that your stories sound in a particular way. So in this video, the next thing I want to be showing you is AI that you can use, all right, to actually read out this tale for you. Now, if you want to read out this tale yourself, that is very fine and that makes a lot of sense. But because if you read it out yourself, chances are that you're going to communicate it in an emotional manner, and then If you are African, that works for you. But if you're not African and you're trying to do this, I would rather that you just use an AI that I am going to be showing you. Now the next AI I want to be showing you that you would use to do this is called 11. So you're just going to come here and you're going to type on 11 lab, and then 11 lab is going to come out like this. So all you want to do is to click on it. It's a text to speech AI. It's a text to speech AI. First of all, we're going to go on ChatGPT. Let me just copy a part of this. And okay, let me just copy all of it. And then we're just going to come to 11 lab, and then you can see currently generative AI. You need to sign up, but I do not have it. So I'm just going to paste this, and then we're going to click on this and see what it generates for us. It will take some time to load.
In the heart of the vast African savanna, encircled by towering baobab trees and woven with vibrant cultures, lay the village of Ndoto. This village.
Beautiful. However, you want to choose the language you want to. You want to choose who you want to read out your language for you. As you're running, you have a number of people that you can choose to read your language for you. So you have Emily and all that. Again, you can choose to leave it at Daniel, but I sometimes prefer that you use an African voice, which will mean that you record it yourself. So here we're going to click on download. It is downloading. Now the next thing you want to do is to actually add these things together. These images you generated, you want to put them together and then create out something very fantastic and very beautiful. All right. Now I use CapCut for my editing, and some other people choose to use Canva and all that. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to stick with CapCut. If you need CapCut, you can just download CapCut and use it. So what I want to do is I'm just going to copy all what I've created already, the images I've created, right? Hold on a minute. I just realized that I didn't download the last image, the video that we created. So I'm just going to go to Run Lab, and then I'm going to download this. You can download. Now, mind you, I'm not creating this video in the right order in which I should create it. Talking about the original video, I'm just creating it randomly. So when you start creating it, you might have to be very detailed with it and follow it carefully. All right. So I'm just going to click on this and this here, and then open, import also the local community. Open. So how do I do this? It's very simple. I'm just going to come here and drag this down here, right? And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this down here also. Now you can just make this canvas very small and then compress it or not. So the next thing you want to do is to add your voiceover, which I just did right now, which is the voiceover that we created from 11 Lab. All right. So I'm guessing that when you start creating yours, you might have all of this story outlined, so you might have a lot more pictures here, but I'm just doing this for the sake of this video to make it as simple and as fast as possible. So listen, now it's showing this scale is 1916, so I'm just going to redefine this scale. Sorry, I'm just going to change the orientation and make it 4:3 or make it 16:9, which is what the image came with. Alright, so next thing.
In the heart of the vast African savanna, encircled by
wow, isn't this beautiful? Isn't this beautiful? So now you have your voiceover, right? You have your picture that has been transformed into a video, and also you have everything that you need. So you're just going to click on play and see how.
In the heart of the vast African savanna, encircled by
So that's all you need to do to actually create this African folktale. All right. Again, I am insisting that you know very well that this is just me creating just creating a few samples for you. You would definitely have to create more images. You need to create more stories and all that. That's basically all you need to do. The next thing you want to do if you're done with creating this video is just to come here and click on export, and that's about it, and your video is